All right, what is going on, guys? We're here back at Trevor's shop. If you guys haven't followed up on that CRV video that we posted a couple days ago, it's going to be up in the corner or in the description below. But just to catch you up to speed, this was a B20. We ended up putting my fully forged B18 GSR engine into it, and we have this G25 turbo in this 1320 eBay manifold. Now, if you come over here, you can see that we didn't have really much room with the downpipe with the radiator fan, and you can see, I don't know how we would ever run this wastegate with the port actually facing towards the fan right there. So we actually contacted Artec Performance, and we spoke to Ben there, and he was like, you guys are an idiot. Why aren't you running our manifold? They're the best ones out. And I'm like, you know what? You're kind of right. Like, Adam LZ runs it, Trevor runs it. What the hell am I doing buying eBay stuff? So big shout out to Artec Performance for actually hooking me up with this B18 manifold. We're actually going to open this thing up right now and take a look at it. Ooh, trick or treat. Reminds me of Halloween. Dang. Wow, this thing's a lot smaller and a lot less complicated. All right, so the beauty about this thing is it's a bottom mount. It's a little easier. It brings the turbo closer to the bottom of the engine, so you can actually make a downpipe that makes a lot more sense rather than going right into the fan. And the wastegate is actually on the complete other side, so we're going to be able to just plumb in the wastegate, make a dump going out or either down, probably down because I don't want it sooting into the windshield. But this thing is super nice. The runners are a lot smaller and probably flow really well. So we're actually going to go put this thing on right now. But I did make a commitment with Ben over at Artec Performance. He told me, he's like, Chris, we're more than happy to help you out, but you can't be running that G25 on this B18 because this G25, it's actually a little too small for what we're trying to do. It's a fully forged engine, and we're going to be revving it out to 9,500 RPMs. And this turbo is probably going to fall short around like 65 to 7,000 RPM. So he was like, yo, we're going to hook you up with this manifold, but you need to upgrade that turbo. You got to get that G25 turbo out there because we want to see this thing actually perform how it's supposed to. So we have to get a turbo. But wait a minute, isn't Sam giving away turbos or something? Hold on. Hey Siri, call Sam it.
Like I said, if he's not putting a Garrett on it, I don't want to know about it. Hey buddy, what's up?
Yo, aren't you doing like giveaways with turbos right now?
Yeah man, that's right. We're throwing in a turbo in a random person's order every single day until they run out.
What exactly do I have to do to get entered for that?
Just gotta place an order on samit.net, doesn't matter what you order.
So you're telling me all I have to do is go on www.samit.net, buy a shirt, and every single day you're giving away a turbo?
That's right.
How much longer are you doing that?
3 days.
Say less, bro. I'm gonna get a shirt right now.
No worries, man. And don't forget, bird is the word.
Hell yeah. All right. Hopefully I win. If not, just send me a free turbo anyways. Thanks, pal. All right, so I guess Sam's giving away turbos. All you gotta do is go down in the description below, go to samit.net. Every single order is going out with a gift, and every day one of those gifts is a Garrett turbo. So definitely go down in the description, support our bro Sam, because I'm gonna do the same so we can try to get that G30. Either way, we're gonna end up with one. But with that being said, we're gonna take the turbo off, we're gonna take the manifold off, get this beautiful Artec manifold on, and probably put the G25 on just to mock up where we want our downpipe, how we're gonna run the wastegate and everything, because the outlet is the same as the G30, and so is the flange for the wastegate. So we're all good there. So let's get to work. Pop the feed line off, pop the V-band off, and then, wow, this is hard to do with one hand. And the G25 is out just like that. Literally just a feed line and one V-band. I love V-bands. I'll never mess with a 4-bolt again. Well, hopefully that's true. All right, time to get this junk 1320 manifold off. All right, out with the eBay. Hopefully.
Is it hitting the radiator?
Oh, it's hitting everything.
Pull the red out.
Probably should have, huh?
Probably, huh?
Definitely probably should have done that.
I mean, it's just, I didn't even tell you, I don't think.
Really caught on the stupidest thing. Good thing that's eBay, huh? All right, so now it's time to bolt up this beautiful Artec Performance manifold. All right, the Artec Performance manifold is on. Feed in the dipstick right there. Perfect. Okay, now we gotta put the G25 turbo back on so we can actually see how we're gonna make this downpipe, how we're gonna make the wastegate dump, all of that. Yeah, that looks about right, kinda. All right, guys, so the manifold and turbo is now on. We got my boy Trev here. Trev is the fabricator for tonight.
I got dust in my eyes.
Oh yeah, we just took the truck up the mountain, the Jetta mountain. We'll insert a few clips right here. It got hectic, you know. I said I wanted to keep my truck nice, but you know, Trev took a little too long, so I hiked up a mountain with my truck.
I like the name Jetta Mountain.
Jetta Mountain. I
There you go.
like that.
It's crazy that like the Jetta did it with like a one-wheel peel in the mud.
Yeah.
And you had to lock her in four.
I had to lock her in forward because it was too tight. So I had to like kind of go up the mountain a little, so we were like topsy-turvy, you know? What we're gonna do actually is we're gonna run the G25 just for first startup and stuff, because the G30 literally has the same everything, the same
Turbine housing, so the inlet flange is the same, the outlet flange is the same, the physical size and the placement of it is the same, and it's the same everything pretty much. So the only difference is this, you know, this one will probably make like 400 and some horsepower, that one will make like close to 600 horsepower.
which will be super cool to see. And we're actually going to get this, now that we have time and we're not like rushing for slush, we actually are going to put this thing on a dyno. So we'll probably just put it on the dyno first with this and really see how much more horsepower, change the turbo on the dyno, and then see how much horsepower we can get with the G30 and actually rev to 9,500.
How much do the transfer cases on this all-wheel drive system take?
Like how much power?
Yeah.
It depends on how much grip.
Oh.
That's,
we got no
that's
grip,
really
right?
the thing. I mean, and how nice you are, how you launch it, all the other stuff. So
We're not nice, so.
Jetta Mountain's gonna take a toll.
Jetta Mountain.
Did you just see how I drove my truck? I'm not very nice.
30 hours from home, ripping this.
Thanks, man.
Well, actually, you guys have to. You got to drive up there, then you got to go over here, and then you got to tow the trailer. You know, it'll be all right. Well, you know, I mean, my thoughts is if it can't handle that, it can't handle much.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we were doing fourth gear donuts because I put it in drive, and instead of putting it in like the manual mode, so every donut was shifting. I made it up to fourth before it bogged out.
Yeah.
She's got some power.
Dude.
No, it sounds sick.
It sounded sick. Like when I stopped in the turbo, it was like. But anyways, yeah. So now that we're gonna be using this, we're gonna clock it correctly, so we can actually run the intercooler piping. We can run the turbo drain, the turbo feed, all of that stuff, and Trevor can start welding. You know,
Welding a couple things.
just welding a couple
How
lot
did
of
the
things.
radiator fit in here?
We haven't put it in yet.
We haven't put it in yet. We're waiting for good old Trev. Because every time
see.
Bailey and I have a problem, Trev's like, "Oh yeah, just do this," and we're like, "Good guy, Trev."
Well, let's see. Let's see how that fits, because I think the CRV radiators stick further back, and then obviously in a Civic you have a half-size radiator.
Yep.
So depending on how everything's looking,
And you know who has a half-size radiator?
the one that we were gonna use last time.
Good guy, Trev has a
And
radiator.
I think I even bought the Foud.
The Foud? Yeah, I love the Foud
The
Fran.
Foud fan. The Foud fan. The new fan shroud. And yeah, I have that, so it should work.
This is safe. I like that.
Yeah.
You did good on that, Bailey.
What?
You're not saying zip tied up?
Yeah, calling him out. You did great there, dude.
Why not? I just zip tied it out of the way. The other one hit the cover, but the cover had
This is
whatever
funny.
you call it.
This is all good. But yeah, all right, we're gonna get to work. Shout out how Artec Performance can run a stock radiator with this bad girl, dude. This is perfect. This is literally perfect. And we can still clock the turbo more, and we can build something to put like an intake right there.
So
yeah?
that's exactly what we did on ours. Is clock the turbo just a little bit over, and then basically kind of like a little S just kind of comes up a little bit, and then you have a real air filter, especially with you doing your off-roading.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna need that.
No, we're gonna make it up. We're gonna do time trials up Jetta Mountain with this
Oh,
thing.
that's sick.
It's gonna be so fun, and I'm gonna beat the piss out of it.
There's an old road grader. Like,
Okay.
imagine if we could actually like grade that road.
Dude,
Make
that would
it
be sick.
nice.
Like fill up the holes and actually make a
Yeah.
time trial
Yeah.
until you lose brakes and you fly off the mountain.
Jetta Mountain's a little mini
would be
Pikes
kinda
Peak.
Who's gonna die off Jetta Mountain first? Probably me, honestly.
It's another car like the Mustang.
Yeah, right. Another shooting target.
You know, so Matt, Bailey, and I, we were gonna go watch a movie because we were like, you know, Trev, we need him to fabricate and stuff. And Trev calls me. He's like, you know what, dude? Let's work on the CRV tonight. I'm like, Trev, come on, dude. It's already. By the time you get here, it's gonna be 9:30. You know, he's already hungry. He wants burgers. I'm like, by the time we cook burgers, it's gonna be 10:30, Trev. And we know we all like to procrastinate. And this dude's playing hacky sack.
Hey, we're waiting for it to get up on the list.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Good point.
You're actually really good at it.
Yeah, no.
Let's see, me and you. Let's see if we can get a good one.
How many we can get back and forth?
Yeah.
Me and you.
See, it was the awkward middle child.
Yeah. Well, it was closer to me, and I kind of.
Yeah.
You're to here first. Don't be Rudnick's second child.
Matt.
Matt! Damn it. Matt! Alright, so you can see we just got the turbo all clocked and stuff. I mean, honestly, it looks like everything's gonna kind of work all right. Me and Bailey made a little bit of a mistake. You want to talk about that trip?
So, Trev, you know, Sunday's hanging out. We went to the park today. We hung out. We went to the rides. We had some food. I mowed the lawn.
Yep.
So these guys,
big dad over here.
They had a little bit of extra time to themselves today. So I was just like, hey, pull off that like eBay manifold, put on the Artec, and basically get it ready, and we'll come down there and like make a downpipe. And so then I get here and I walk in and there's a pile of AC stuff over there. And I'm like, what did they do? So we just used this manifold and turbo setup on our B18 EK hatch that when you were in town.
Yeah.
And everything cleared perfectly. And they looked at it and they're like, we don't have room. So what did you do?
We took it off, and see, our thought process, like, you know what, like Trev's gonna like weld this thing all up, like let's make him some room, you know, like he can get here, he can bang out the downpipe, or we start boosting soon. And like I looked at it, I was like, oh, maybe it won't clear. And then Trev in 3 seconds grabs this thing.
So this is a random piece of exhaust that I had. Obviously it's kind of an interesting bend, you could see how, but it's not even really that tight of a radius of a 90. And if you just stick it up in there, bam.
No.
Obviously it's the wrong V-band, but like in general it works. And then the turbo drain line, I was kind of messing with that because we'll get this fit. We'll just bring the downpipe around, back over here, straight back.
I'm sorry, Ben. We're doing it the right way now.
I
doing it the right way. I thought we were doing it right, man. I thought we were doing
saving
it.
time. Like they thought I was gonna be happy. Like they're like, oh, we don't have to deal with the AC again. I was like, that's the point. Like we.
Listen, dude, I guess misjudge a character. I thought Trev would be like,
we're-
yeah, no AC, let's find this out tonight. No, he's like, no, let's take the extra precautions and run some AC.
So now we gotta put it back in, and they broke a line too. So
well, you know, you win some, you lose some. But hey, we're doing it.
So this is a cutter. Vibrant sells one. This is one I got off the internet. But look at that. You just give it a nice cut. It's just clean. You don't get all that debris in your thing. I think now we're getting closer to a. Did I cut too short for a second? That might be too short. we have extra lines.
You have a tool to join them?
No, but like this thing, if you ever do PTFE lines,
Yeah.
it is terrible. And you can't just go to Harbor Freight and get like the one for like your weeds. But this has to be like the heavy duty one with like the lever because it stays tight. And it cuts them nice.
Like I'm gonna order one of those because I'm always like, we're playing like tug of war with the Dash 10. I'm like, guys, hold it, and it's like, I'm like, yo, I don't want to get close to this, you know. Well, yeah, no, Vibrant makes a nice tool for that, so maybe we'll do that. Good guy, Trav, dude.
You're good, Trav.
Good guy, Trav. You know what? We're gonna run AC. The point of the Artec manifold is they took the time to R&D it to like you place it in a nice OEM engine bay, and we f***ed it, but. Good guy, Trav here. Good guy, Trav.
We're gonna undo it.
We're gonna un-f*** it.
There's junkyards around here. There's AC lines.
We're un-f***ing tonight. That's what we're doing. Not f***ing tonight, but we're un-f***ing. You know you're a real man when you carry around a knife and a flashlight. Trav's always ready.
Well, yeah, you know.
How many germs do you think that flashlight has?
Oh.
Ooh, look at that!
So this is like a cheap exhaust kit, but it's nice because it's like stainless and it has these slip fits. So the slip fits are nice. You technically jam them together like that and weld it and get like a little angle out of it,
which is nice.
Or you could just stick it together and weld it, and they go super fast. So on like quick projects like this, it works good.
So what are we thinking? We just running full straight pipe, like full 16-year-old?
That wasn't loud. Look at this. So you just it'll be in the middle. I think I have to.
Oh, this is sick. Actually, I'm into this.
Do it here, and then something to get over there.
Couple 45s.
Couple 45s. But I think that's what I'm gonna give you guys. I'm gonna task you guys with that.
To make the exhaust?
Yeah. Or at least start messing with it.
Essentially, should we just copy this? Cut these hangers off, weld it onto that?
We could.
Is that cool?
Yeah, and I mean, we could MIG the back of it. Obviously, like, this probably isn't going to be the best exhaust, and we're kind of...
Well, if we're doing it, it's definitely not going to be the best,
No.
but
It's gonna be some
it'll be
buggers,
us.
probably.
It'll be us.
If he's having a swallow, it's gonna be a little buggery.
Look at that. Just get a little... Go over.
Little...
a little right here, a little right there, something like that. Look at that. And then you could like cheat it.
Cheat the system.
Like, look at that. Like, that's pretty close already, just by doing something like that. We could get another 45. That would literally get us
Right over.
almost right out of the back, so it'd be like straight 45, 45, 45. Bam.
Can we get a little fancy with the downpipe? I would love to put the wastegate into the pipe.
You want to do that?
I would love to.
Damn it, I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do
Well,
that?
that'll take a little extra time. Look at this sway bar. That's like the size of a pinky.
Is he changing the subject?
Yeah,
Does
I
that
wanted
say
to change
change
the
it?
I've noticed that.
So that's a no-go?
I mean, I don't have a flex. Well, maybe I do.
Yes. Someone in my...
So I'm a folder too. Fold and
You're a crinkler.
I'm a crinkler.
We just talked about a lot. If you want to see it, it's on Patreon.
It's stupid, but
It's a little out there, but I mean,
that would have been half.
we learned a lot about Matt in that clip.
I learned a lot about
If you want to learn about Matt, you can check it out. But anyways, the reason
I
of
don't
this,
know what they're gonna think about Matt after that.
yeah, Trevor's got like a different perspective now.
Oh, Matt!
But anyway, Trevor, he's got everything because he has the Motion Auto parts.
Oh, shot of performance. So,
Yeah, he gets everything from his own website and stuff, and he had this in stock. And we were talking to Ben from Artec Performance, and he was talking to us about like if you run cheap intercoolers and stuff, it creates like a lot of back pressure because it doesn't flow properly. So having a good intercooler, you can gain like 20 to 40 horsepower.
Or 100.
Or 100.
depending on your power level that you're trying to go.
And
with.
we have the absolute to the intercooler because it was what, like $60 on eBay, but it was just what we had when we did the B20 and stuff. But after having that conversation with Ben, Trevor, he was like, yo, I got this if you want to buy this for me. It's a little thicker. It's Treadstone. Treadstone is a name brand, good company, and we're actually going to be putting this on because we got that G30, we got the fully forward B18, and now we have a good flowing intercooler. We're going to have a good flowing exhaust. We should have no setback.
I don't think so.
That's that power steering bracket.
No,
Power steering
we need a B18 power steering bracket. That's a must. I'm not driving this power steering.
I have one.
Cool.
I have one at my dad's house. I'll have to
Perfect.
go get it.
Well, it sounds like all we need to do is a ton of fabrication. So with that being said, it's weld time. Bzz, bzz. Fucking money, buddy. You're an animal, huh?
Give it a little brim.
You look German.
Really?
Kind of, I think so. Does he look German?
A little bit.
I don't know.
Are you German? What are you?
Looks like he's gonna be like ripping a train or something.
You do look like a train guy. Big train guy.
a train conductor.
Get a little pipe coming out.
I don't know. I got some Irish.
Round glasses.
Conductor Trevor.
A little Irish.
Conductor Trev.
There's a little German. Little.
He looks German, right?
Very Austrian.
Can you talk like an Austrian?
Technically, 5/16 Cherokee Indian. So
Oh,
native.
nice. Okay,
Native.
that makes sense.
This is my land.
Can you talk Australian?
What?
Austrian.
Austrian?
No.
No, just try.
Try.
I don't know what Austrian is.
Just try and see what.
What is Austrian? Like an ostrich?
Here, show him.
Jak się masz? Bardzo
No, we're not. I'm not doing that.
But anyways, guys, Trevor absolutely killed it with this downpipe full exhaust. We're just doing a full straight pipe. We want to hear the tractor purr. You know what I mean?
The turbos is going to be like out of the exhaust.
Yeah, nice little turbo whistle. That's the only thing that's gonna give this whole car away.
Yeah, that it sounds like a jet when it's just like driving by.
Yeah. But it's kind of cool because people will be like, "What the f- in that
Yeah.
stock CRV.
And the nice thing is the placement of the muffler that we have in the back, there's plenty of room
To cut it and then put something.
for a big muffler. Like a really big muffler, and you could even do like a dump. Like a valved muffler would be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool for
So-
sure. I'm definitely curious to see what this thing sounds like. Stay tuned for next video. We're gonna finish this whole build hopefully tonight and everything, but we got one V-band there. It's very easy to just unbolt that and then take the exhaust off from this side, and then there's got obviously a V-band from the turbo. But big shout out to R-Tech Performance for actually hooking me up with this manifold. As you can see, you can clearly run AC and stuff. Me and Bailey just didn't know any better at the time, but here we are.
Well, and we used that little donut. We used a little piece of it. Here's the rest of it. What I cut out of it.
Yep.
So, you know, it's like 120 degree. I don't know what it is. Anyhow, that worked. We're gonna be able to run an air filter. The charge pipe literally bolts right up.
And this side of the intercooler works good. Yeah, we didn't want to have to change that. And honestly, we don't really have to change anything on this side either.
Yeah.
We just have to change out the intercooler to the big boy over there, do a couple loose ends, and throw this thing on the dyno hopefully tomorrow.
Send it.
And send her.
Send it.
Send her home. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to go down in the description below. You can check out Sam's little turbo giveaway. You can check out Trevor's GTR giveaway. When does that end?
The 31st. So either today or tomorrow, whatever time you guys are watching this video. You haven't even driven it yet.
I haven't even driven it, which I'm actually gonna go drive right now. I've never driven an R35. And how much horsepower does that one make?
About 650.
And that's new car fast, so it's gonna feel good.
It's like, it feels like a dialed fast. And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you could sip tea at like 150 miles an hour. It's a weird car.
Yeah, that's
Sick.
that's a speeding ticket waiting to happen.
Yeah.
But that's for you guys to find out, because one of you guys are going to win that very shortly. Definitely go down into the description, check out the links and everything. Hopefully you guys are excited about this. I don't really know what to expect. I really don't. For 500 horsepower, 450,
Imagine,
500.
like-
Do you think this thing's going to spin?
I don't know how this thing's gonna feel. It's gonna be weird because it's the stock clutches in the rear diff, and it's a clutch diff. So basically, the more it spins, they heat up, and then it basically kind of locks it, but doesn't really lock it. Like my car actually has a regular diff in the back, and it has a viscous coupler. So it's kind of like front wheel drive that's getting pushed, like an assist. Like
Okay.
a really strong guy is pushing you really fast. So they're kind of different, especially when you start adding power to them. They don't really respond well to that. So technically what a lot of people do on an all-wheel drive setup like this with a stock CRV diff is they pull them clutches out and they actually either pin them, they drill a hole through them and pin them shut.
Could we do that like next phase in this
And then
thing?
you put a viscous coupler in it.
I think I might have to do that.
Yeah.
Like if anything, I really want to make like higher horsepower in this. So next time I'm here, we should focus on the drivetrain and actually focus on beefing that up so we can really turn this thing up once it's perfected.
Turn it into a 10-second CRV.
Dude, it's gonna happen.
Like-
Mark our words, this is gonna be a 10-second car eventually.
It's gonna be sick. Well, you only ran a 10 once in your Roadster.
Yeah, 10.9.
Right?
Yeah, and we
I think
actually did a calculator. This has potential with a certain amount of horsepower to run a 10.6.
Yeah.
And it has the engine to do it. It has the engine and it has the turbo setup
And
to
Rowdy
actually
knows how
perform.
to bang gears in a Honda,
Oh,
so.
you know I can bang gears, buddy. So definitely stay tuned. I'm super excited for the CRV. It went from a B20 sluggy boy to a fully built GSR B18 monster. So stay tuned for the next one. This is going to be running. Peace out.